Really care. Just avoid the face cam if you want. I don't even care. I'm making a YouTube skin. Well, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. So yeah. Tell me which one you guys want. Okay, it's between this one. Oh my god, my voice. This one. This one.
Oh yeah, I'm here too.
Yeah, Braden's here
guys.
too. I forgot to mention you.
Yeah. How do you forget? Here, I was just talking to you. That's that. I don't know if that's
This one.
Hey, dude, how many views do you have? Like, how many subscribers?
I have maybe 11, I don't know. Dang it! Okay, I have to put host privileges on real quick. So let me just save the level. I can't play a game without host privileges. I'm putting on host privileges.
Hurry up. Please, hurry up.
Please, hurry up. I'm inviting you right now. Yay. Oh my god, your mic! Dude! Make it stop! It's killing me!
What is it?
Your mic!
I don't know what to talk about.
This is gonna be called Senpai's Sexy World.
Oh. Hi. Yes. No, correct.
It's called Senpai's Sexy Sex Dungeon. So yeah, I'm gonna build a house.
Hi.
Out of the block that I think is the most senpai.
Is it? Is it okay now?
What?
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's being okay right now.
Okay, good. If it acts up more, then just tell me. Oh yeah. Next time I'm gonna do a video, it might be in a while because I'm going somewhere.
Good for you.
Kind of.
Ow.
I can't tell what you did.
Dude, I invited you. Join now.
I can't play it.
Bruh.
I told you I thought I didn't have gold. And I don't.
Boy, PlayStation doesn't have gold.
Not gold, PlayStation Plus. Before I didn't have it, but now it's telling me, oh, I have to have PlayStation Plus, but gold. I miss my friends. Because that's exactly what it told me. She had those exact words. I just have to be talked to, sadly. Everybody now, I want to continue. Really? Yeah. Oh yeah, guys. I don't think I've showed you my dog yet. Yeah, she's pretty. Dude, I think I'm just gonna cut this little part out. and I'm gonna not cut out my intro, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna just say Fallout 4, and I'm gonna, where I just said it, I'm gonna repaste it over that thing, and I'm gonna do it right here. Okay guys, I'm gonna carry off what I was trying to do, and I'm going to murder people with the shish kebab. Fire sword of evil there. Kind of scary.
I'm gonna murder people with a dildo.
That's
Alright, I'm building the senpai house. And there's gonna be a gigantic sign outside of it that says, "Notice me, senpai."
You have to do Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Vanoss, H2O Delirious, the Red Bread. I don't really know what you do with him. And I guess some other YouTubers that I know. Oh, you know. Oh yeah, PewDiePie.
Boy, you don't know PewDiePie. He's in New York or Sweden. I don't know where he is.
I just said draw him. Just make him up in Minecraft. Well, you don't make someone up. Okay, whatever. Do you not like him or something?
I like PewDiePie, but still.
Oh, I don't really watch his videos that much. I watch Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and Vanoss and H2O Delirious and all of them a lot more. And guys, soon I'm going to get back on the PC. Right now I'm on the computer. If you want to be my friend or whatever, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you. It's going to be secret. Because it actually says my name in it. And, yeah. Now I'm back here with Captain Hit. I don't know how to say his name.
I don't care if you say my real name on mine because you only have like maybe 10 subscribers.
I don't have like 5 subscribers. I have like at least about probably about 8. I about have 7 million. I checked it's about around 7 million.
Boy, no, you don't.
Yeah, I do. No, I'm kidding. I really don't have that much. I have maybe 1 or 2 million. Probably about 1 or 2 million. Alright, I don't have 2 million. Many. 1, 2 million. 2 million.
2 nuns.
And then you have 11.
The time in the video where I play some dirty jokes. Because I'm not gonna say them myself, because my throat hurts.
How do you get a nun pregnant? Dress her up as an altar boy. What's the difference between a Catholic priest and a zit? Well, at least a zit waits until you're a teenager before it comes on your face. You know, it really sucks to be a penis. Your roommates are nuts, your neighbor's an asshole, your best friend's with a pussy, and your landlord strangles you every single night until you throw up. What do you call an anorexic woman with a yeast infection? A quarter pounder with cheese? Why do they call it PMS? Because mad cow disease was already taken. What's the difference between a hooker and a drug dealer? A hooker can clean her crack and sell it again. What do you call a 13-year-old girl from Kentucky who can outrun her 6 brothers? Virgin. What's the difference between oral sex and anal sex? Oral sex makes your day. Anal sex makes your whole week. How do you get tickets to the Tampon 500? Well, you gotta pull some strings. What's the hardest part about eating a vegetable? Getting her back in the wheelchair when you're done. Time for some pickup lines here.
1 second, you guys. Brayden, shut up, or else I'm gonna mute you.
Why?
Cause
So my magic watch says you're not wearing any underwear. Yes I am. Oh, must be 15 minutes fast. Oh my god, I lost my virginity. Can I borrow yours? Now fuck me if I'm wrong, but is your name Penny Loafer? No? Fuck me. So, are you a single mom? No. Would you like to be? Baby, I put the STD in stud. All I need is you. What's the difference between ooh and ah? About 3 inches. What's the difference between a genealogist and a gynecologist? A genealogist looks up your family tree. A gynecologist looks up the family bush. What has a whole bunch of little balls and screws old ladies? A bingo machine. What can turn a fruit into a vegetable? AIDS! Just be aware, I'm probably going to hell after this video. How do you find a blind man in a nudist colony? It's not hard. How do you get a fat chick into bed? Piece of cake. Literally. Piece of cake. How do you make your girlfriend scream while you're having sex? Just give her a call and let her know. What do you call a virgin on a waterbed? A cherry float. What do a nearsighted gynecologist and a puppy have in common? A wet nose. What's the job application like at Hooters? They just hand you a bra and say, here, fill this out. Did you hear about the blind gynecologist? I heard he could read lips. What do you call a teenage girl who doesn't masturbate? You call her a liar. What do the lesbian vampires say to the other lesbian vampire? See you next month. Ew. What do 9 out of 10 people consider to be a really good time? Gang rape. How can you tell if your boyfriend has a high sperm count? You gotta chew before you swallow. Which sexual position produces the ugliest children? Ask your mother! So I always wondered, why did God invent alcohol? So that fat women can get laid too. So what do women and condoms have in common? If they're not on your dick, they're in your wallet. What's the difference between a microwave and anal sex? A microwave won't brown your meat. That's gross. What's the difference between a penis and a bonus? Your wife will always blow your bonus. So if you force sex on a prostitute, is it rape or shoplifting? Now I've come to find that the biggest difference between men and women is what comes to mind when the word facial is mentioned. Here's some more philosophy for you. Women fake orgasms to have relationships. Men fake relationships to have orgasms. What gets longer when it gets pulled, fits neatly between breast inserts perfectly into a hole, and works best when jerked. A seatbelt. Pervert. Children in the back seat can cause accidents. Accidents in the back seat can cause children. See, sex is kind of like math. Add the bed, subtract the clothes, divide the legs, and pray you don't multiply. Holy shit, I did that in one try. So a man gives some blood to help save his wife's life. A few months later, they get a divorce, and he shouts at her, "Give me my blood back, you bitch!" She pulls out a tampon, throws it at him, and says, "I'll make a monthly payment." So a man gets an email from his friend saying, "Hey, you got any naked pictures of your wife?" The man is outraged and says, "No, I don't. Why would you ask me something like that?" And his friend just says, "Oh, well, do you want some?" For 20 years of marriage, a man always wanted to make love with the lights off. One day, the woman turns the lights on and discovers he's been using a vibrator on her the entire time. She gets all mad and screams at him, "You impotent bastard! How could you lie to me like that?" He very calmly says, "You know what? I'll explain the toy if you can explain the kids." So something that's always bothered me is if semen contains more life in a little drop than a bunch of blood, why don't vampires just suck cock? Oh, Twilight. It all makes sense. So my girl walked into the bathroom and caught me blowing my dick with the air dryer. She freaked out and asked what I was doing, and apparently heating up your dinner was not a good answer. On a similar note, her dad asked me what I do, and apparently your daughter isn't a good answer. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. As you can see, I'm doing something a little bit different here today. You're actually seeing my face, which is new. But go ahead and click either one of these videos. You can check them out, or you can click the subscribe button, or do both. Also be sure to leave a thumbs up, comment with your thoughts on this.
More dirty jokes, just because I don't want to talk because my throat hurts.
Simple. You just kick his sister in the jaw. Hey, you. What are the 3 words that can absolutely ruin a man's self-esteem? Is it in yet? When is it okay to kick a midget in the balls? When he's standing next to your girlfriend and says, "Your hair smells nice." What's the difference between your job and a dead prostitute? Your job still sucks. What's 6 inches long, 2 inches wide, and drives women insane? A $100 bill. So, did you hear about the guy who died from a Viagra overdose? Yeah, I heard they couldn't even close his casket. So, you want to hear a joke about my dick? Never mind, it's too long. And then, if I had a female to do this part, she would say, "You want to hear a joke about my pussy?" Never mind, you'll never get it. How do you have sex with a fat woman? You just roll her in flour and find the wet spot. Ugh. What's the difference between a bowling ball and a blonde? You can only fit 3 fingers in a bowling ball. Why do men get their best ideas while they're in bed?
I'm dating a blonde.
Genius. See, ladies, I don't always
I
How do you
used
spell
Syntax.
penis? The
I
mom
used
responded,
it.
you should have asked me last night. It was on the tip of my tongue. What's the difference between being hungry and being horny?
Bro.
Cucumber. What did one gay sperm say to the other gay sperm? How are we supposed to find an egg in all of this shit? Why did God give men penises? We need some way to shut women up. If a firefighter's business can go up in smoke and a plumber's business can go down the drain, can a prostitute get laid off? What did the penis say to the vagina? Don't make me come in there. Get it? It's like a play on words. What did the banana say to the vibrator? What are you shaking for? She's gonna eat me! What does a good bar and a good woman have in common? Liquor in the front, poker in the back. What do women and roads have in common? They both have manholes. Why do vegetarians give good head? They're used to eating nuts. Why are hurricanes normally named after women? Because when they come, they are wild and wet, but when they leave, they take your house and your car. Now this one's similar to a joke I did in my last Dirty Jokes video, but what do you call two anorexic lesbians with yeast infections? A double quarter pounder with cheese. What's the difference between a golf ball and the G-spot? Men will actually take time to look for a golf ball. How can you tell if you're in a gay church? Only half the congregation is kneeling. What does a dildo and tofu have in common? They're both meat substitutes. How is pubic hair like
Who's
parsley?
watching
You
my
push it to the side before you
broadcast?
start eating. What does George Zimmerman, O.J. Simpson, and masturbation have in common? Getting off once just is not enough. What's better than roses on your piano? Tulips on your organ. What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball? She gagged. What did the leper say to the prostitute? Keep the tip. Ew. Why isn't there a
Oh, hi.
pregnant Barbie doll?
Hope you're
Because cat
enjoying
came in a
your
different box.
ice
See, it's
pop.
another play on words. What goes in
Huh?
hard and dry and comes out
Dallas.
soft
Oh,
and
welcome to my
chewy
friend
hard?
Logan. I'll let you play when
Get
Dad
on
gets
What's
home.
the difference between a clever
But that-
midget and a venereal
What?
disease? One's a cunning runt and the other is a
Oh,
running
okay.
gout.
Can you play later, please? Seriously, I really want to play with my friend Logan.
What's the difference between a
Yeah,
washing machine and a
seriously,
woman?
nice.
When a man dumps a load in a washing machine, it doesn't follow him around for the next 2 weeks. What's the hardest part about being a pedophile? Just trying to fit in. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dallas, get on
What do you
PS4.
get when you mix LSD with birth control? A trip without the kids. What's the difference between a walrus and a lesbian? One has a mustache and smells like fish, and the other is a walrus. I'm really sorry about that one. But while we're on the topic of walruses, why did the walrus go to the Tupperware party? He wanted to find a tight seal. Alright, time for some dirty pickup lines. Hey baby, do you work on the chicken farm? Because you really know how to raise a cock. You know, you really remind me of my little toe. I'm gonna bang you on every piece of furniture in my house. I'm no weatherman, but I think you can expect more than a few inches tonight. You know what I like in a girl? My dick. I'm really sorry if I'm coming on too hard. I'm just really trying to prepare you for later. What type of food diminishes a woman's sex drive? Wedding cake. How do you make 5 pounds of fat look good? Put a nipple on it. How is a woman like an airplane? They both have cockpits. Now, I just want to clarify something for this last one here. Men have 2 emotions. Hungry and horny. If he doesn't have an erection, get that man a sandwich. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. And if you did, you can check out my
Dallas,
last
I'm making
video
a house for
There's
Senpai.
48 more of them. You can go ahead and click here. It's awesome. It's hilarious. At least I think so because I got a dirty mind. Also, be sure to subscribe because I do upload videos every Tuesday, sometimes Thursdays when I'm feeling like it. And, you know, we have a really good time here. I've been told that
You're not
Don
done
Durango
from
says
here.
I love your faces and I'm not allowed to say that anymore, but you know what? I love your faces. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your comments with your thoughts and other dirty jokes.
Just because I like to watch this guy, I'm gonna watch this video.
This known photograph was taken either in 1826 or 1827. Now, as I make this video,
Does anybody actually watch your channel that isn't anybody at school?
Amazing photographs. And I'm not talking about your best selfie or the greatest cat picture you have ever taken. Those would be lists for another video. But today we'll be looking at some of the most important and iconic photos from throughout history. So, let's get started. In 1937, Sam Shear managed to capture an image of one of the earliest disasters in aviation. The famous Hindenburg airship suddenly went up in a ball of flames, claiming the lives of 36 people. It happened so quickly that Shear didn't even have time to raise the camera to his eye, but instead took the shot from his hip. This horrific event put an end to airship passenger transportation, which had been thought to be the future of air travel. The Middle East can be a dangerous place for just about anyone. Egypt is no exception to this, and many Christians and Muslims faced violence for practicing their faiths. During the uprisings in Cairo, however, a ring of Christians circled around a group of Muslims as they prayed in the streets. This type of
here,
and they were
here,
spraying
here,
in a can of
here,
purple pea
here,
pickers.
here,
These
here.
pea pickers were
And
just
what's
as
in here?
destitute as the crops they
What's
had
in
come to
here?
pick, as they
Okay,
had been
what's in
destroyed by
here?
freezing rain. This image is
You are
considered one of
massive,
the most
Miss
important
Piper.
photos of the Great Depression era, truly capturing the depression and hopelessness many people felt during those days. Bravery is often costly. Following the slaughter of hundreds of students in Beijing by government forces, this one man dared to stand his ground in front of a line of tanks. Deemed the tankman, there is actually a video of him swinging his grocery bags at the tanks and stepping in front of them as they attempt to go around. Shortly after this photo was taken, several people rushed in and pulled Tankman away. No one knows who this man was or what became of him, but it is highly likely that he was apprehended and imprisoned or potentially killed. But sometimes that kind of risk is worth it, especially when you feel strongly enough about something that you truly believe in. I still probably wouldn't recommend standing in front of a tank, though. Now, this is probably one of the hardest images to look at on this list. Taken by Kevin Carter in 1993, this photo shows a young girl in South Sudan at the brink of death. She is starving, as is pretty obvious from her shriveled form. The most striking part, though, is the vulture that landed just behind the little girl as Carter was about to take the picture. As if to symbolize how close she is to death, this bird watches and waits for its next meal. It's hard to take in the power of this image, but it's something we have to do if we want to understand how so many people around the world live and quite often die. To ease your mind a little bit, Carter stated that after he scared the bird off, the girl managed to get to a feeding station, and we can hope she is still alive to this day. Carter, though, committed suicide only a short while later. Now, you are probably very familiar with this iconic photo of one of the greatest minds of all time. Albert Einstein was tired of smiling for photos on his 72nd birthday, so when Arthur Sass asked him to smile, Albert stuck his tongue out instead, and this was the awesome, famous result. I just thought you could use a break from some of the depressing with a little bit of humor. This little boy was overjoyed by something that, to us, wouldn't really be that big of a deal, a new pair of shoes. But in 1946 Austria, for an orphan like himself, new shoes were a luxury almost as dear as food. The American Red Cross gave the boy these new kicks shortly after World War II ended, and as you can see, he couldn't have been happier. Now, this photo probably needs no introduction. Almost everyone around the world knows of the famous D-Day invasion of Normandy carried out by U.S., British, and Canadian forces during World War II. The young men sailed up to the shore in their tiny troop carriers and could hear the explosions and gunfire getting louder as they approached. Many were killed before they even got to the beach, often being gunned down as soon as the raft brought to the mouth. This invasion was successful nonetheless, and was a huge turning point in the war. But this image is powerful. The looming cliffs that will soon have to be climbed, the bunkers overhead raining down hot metal. It is obviously terrifying, and we weren't even there.
Please don't be annoying, man.
Japan's
Well,
tsunami was
that
a
happens
massive
a
tragedy.
lot,
Many people
like a
lost their lives during
ridiculous
it.
amount of
But
time.
sometimes,
What is
out of
this
tragedy,
time?
some wonderful miracles can occur. Take, for instance, this 4-month-old girl rescued by soldiers after being lost in the rubble. For 4 whole days, she was completely unharmed and is still alive to this day.
You look so
I
sad.
suppose a silver lining is
I'm
the
so
best we
sad
can
you
hope for
said.
in
I'm
times of
sad
great
you
struggle.
said. Yeah.
So here we are. This is the final photo of the day. Stunning and
Oh, I have
beautiful,
to
this
use the
image shows
bed.
the Earth from a perspective that very few humans have
Bed.
ever witnessed firsthand.
Really
The Apollo 8
sad.
astronauts were able to snap this picture of what appears to be the Earth rising from darkness to reveal itself. All around is the black emptiness of space, and beneath the
Okay, you guys, I'm tired and hungry. So, yeah, bye, guys.
travel is